season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this
one. You want to shot real quick?
With the Ducks head coach before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They've done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jackson will throw. Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Off the play fake. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now here's more. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. On the move. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Jackson going to throw it. He's got him.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds his big tight end. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Russell. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. It's Russell. Strong, firm tackle.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
There's his mom's car.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his man. And he's dragged down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. trying to get everyone on the same page. Fires to the big fella.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They'll go back to the ground. Got a little grass. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Dante Moore. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Looking long. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, you find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's the give off the left side. Still running. Maybe some room here. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Into the end zone for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's Moore to throw. Throws it deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Davison. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Moore. Got his man downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play.
That's so you know time. Gone.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it. Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Smith takes the handoff. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with San Diego State taking on the number 10 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Aztecs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Got room at the 35. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. Finding some room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arkansas. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Has it back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dante Moore. Setting up the screen. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a crease, it's Davison. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Okay.
So now it's second and long. They'll try the right side. Might have a chance. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Here's more to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the left. After the filthy move, he's got room. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And down he goes. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Running inside, it's Davison. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got...
There's a little room there. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Just going to keep it after the snap. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to fix.
Maybe it got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He's doubled his touchdown.
Play a pass back dive running like that, man. That's
3 of his 6 have come in this one. This dude has just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this Hog running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. On the ground, it's Russell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try it over the left side. Could be an alley. Just what this offense was.
That's what you doing, real halfback dive. Halfback dive. How you get so many of them?
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense.
Good game, man. Good game.
Every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down.
That's funky.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. When you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth.
That was a drug, right?
Running its ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Moore. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't...
Unleashes one deep. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet. And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses of concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Same shit. Block. Man, that's hey. Man, my phone went dead, man. When the game hit me on the mic, my phone was so dead. What you want? Make a mini score though. And back down. 7 road games. Damn, dog. I gotta learn something new. That's what that is. Ain't no way you 0-0 first quarter. Lost 2 fumbles and 3 picks.